What up? Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. Go pick you up some merch at bigherc916.com and wash your ass, because ain't nothing worse than a smelly butthole. Go pick you up a bar of soap, and man, we got this Jamaican Me Crazy. Oh man, this stuff is the bomb. If you want to bring some happiness to your life and to your partner's wife, your spouse, your loved one, go pick you up a bar, man, and do something special. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been seeing the post about the Grammys and I guess what is it, Sam Smith's performance, and a lot of satanic undertones in what's going on as far as in plain sight. They don't even hide it no more. And I've talked about this before, that we're dealing with a holy war. We're dealing with spiritual war. There's a lot of distractions. They want to keep us caught up in the physical, but there's a lot of other things that are going on in the subconscious that these people are utilizing to program and attack our holiness, in the sense of our spirit, our conscious. And music is one of the most powerful tools that can easily influence millions of people without actually physically ever touching them, but it touched them in a conscious way, meaning that you don't have to go to a concert, you don't have to physically see somebody playing. You could just hear something and it can trigger certain emotions, certain behaviors, certain reactions, and you know, it ties all into a lot of other things they're teaching in schools, things they're pushing at the universities. But this whole satanic push, man, should be eye-awakening for a lot of you who haven't really been paying attention. You know, as for myself, I've kind of reflected a lot when I was in prison, and come to realize that a lot of the things that I had been programmed to embrace were of a really dark, demonic nature, you know, in a sense of just the violence, the hatred, the exploitedness, you know, of things that I thought were cool as a young person. I always looked at myself as being somebody who was, you know, somewhat responsible, but now I feel I have a greater responsibility in having my platforms and going through what I went through in life, sharing with you guys. You know, having worked in adult entertainment, having, you know, been around drugs, having, you know, done time in federal and juvenile hall, you know, CYA, seeing all these things, and having read various religious books, spiritual books, you know, things of a conscious nature. I feel like that I have a duty to share things that I witnessed with you, and to help elevate you so you don't make the same mistakes. You know, I get people all the time, you know, asking me about, you know, how do you deal with having, you know, did over a decade in prison. You know, how do you deal with a lot of the, you know, negative blowback you get from having worked in adult entertainment industry. And, you know, I just be honest, man. I was doing things from a perspective of what I felt was, I guess, realistic and attainable at the time I did them. And now that I'm older, I can share my experiences. And I wouldn't tell any of you out here to sell your soul for the sake of fame, to participate in something that is gonna compromise yourself that you'll regret later in life, and think that the payout, the short-term payout, is worth it, because it's not. It's a lot of other things beyond the material world that you have to think about, and you might not think about them in your 20s, maybe not even your 30s, but when you get to your 40s and you start entering into your 50s, you'll start looking at things differently, because you'll think about your spiritual elevation and your true purpose, and whether or not the messages that you've been sending out are the right ones that you really want to be known for. A lot of these people, they're doing a lot of this stuff and they're thinking, I'm getting glorification, but remember, Satan's glorification is short-lived. He uses people. He don't care. And the sacrifices, there's always sacrifices, and that's why now they're going after young people so young, and they want them to compromise themselves, and parents aren't stepping up and being the protectors that they're supposed to. But all this ties into the spiritual war, and in order to represent and to get these glorifications that these people think they're getting, they have to do it publicly. You can't just sit in the house and privately think you're gonna get the blessings from this really dark frequency without outwardly showing your allegiance. And a lot of people are showing their allegiance to a very dark, unaffectionate, negative energy right now. And it's up to us, as far as people who have a conscience. I don't really discriminate whether you're Muslim, whether you're Jewish, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Buddhist, a Catholic. Man, this is a war that's gonna have all of us uniting to protect each other and our loved ones. But it's in plain sight. These people, they want your soul. They want your child's soul. They do not care about anything but what they can get right now at any cost. And it's just, the participation, as far as, I guess, all the money and the wild sex and all the just debauchery, it seems just so embracing, until you realize that there's emptiness in that there's nothing that's going to make you whole at the end of all of it. You're going to feel very empty, very used. And that's why a lot of these people later on down the road, they get hooked on drugs, they commit suicide, they live off into obscurity and are very lonely and depressed, because their soul's been taken from them and they're no longer of any use. They have a very short span in which they can be exploited. So yeah, you see all the people down there cheering and dancing and thinking it's so fun, and they pull them in. And like I said, I've had the offers, I've seen it, man, and I'm just glad I didn't go all the way into that route where I lost my soul and I wasn't able to get it back, and I would have been a sacrifice, like a lot of these other people who have sacrificed themselves and they can't get their souls back, and it's just a matter of time. But I'm just sharing with you guys. You got to make your own choice what side of this spiritual battle you want to be on. If you want to be a worshiper of Baal, Satan, Lucifer, whoever you want to call it, if you think it's your God and there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, what I believe in is greater than anything that's going to compromise a child, another adult, that's going to dehumanize somebody. I think my calling is greater, and the things I say to you, I speak from just my heart, my soul. I don't rehearse any of this stuff. I don't practice it. I don't try to pretend. I'm not this YouTube personality. Then I go and then I'm somebody else in public. You see me, I'm the same person. I'm not pretending to be anything I'm not. So I just want to kind of speak on that a little bit, because I've been seeing it. I didn't even watch the Grammys because I'm kind of like over that whole just fake, constructed, what appears to be the epitome of success. And a lot of people are just so unreal and compromised and pretentious that it's not even worth it, man. It's not even worth it at the end of the day. You know, you're better off just being yourself. So just a little thought, man. Big Herc 916. Hello, my name is Big Herc 916, and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass Soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to BigHerc916.com, you can pick you up a bar, and my goal is to help America combat funk. Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at FreshOutSeries.com. Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.